in Jinjiang, China, for another afternoon of unbelievable action. Well, hello there and welcome to China. Jinjiang, the host of this FIVB Beach Volleyball 4-star event. My name is Louis Lett and I have the pleasure of talking you through the Final Fours today. It's an age-old fixture between two of the most prestigious beach volleyballing nations. Brazil versus the USA will be competing for a place in the final. Well, the weather conditions are just about perfect. It's warm, 27 degrees, but it's not too humid as such yet. And there's a nice breeze that's just whisking across the stadium here. Well, we have some unbelievable action coming our way here. We have the three-time Olympic champion, Walsh Jennings, on the left of your screen with her newest partner, Brooke Sweat, and they're a team improving all the time. They've come through the qualifier this week to qualify for this Final Four. They're up against Agatha and Duda from Brazil. Agatha and Duda playing in their 24th event together, 4 golds. The Americans, well, it's just their 9th event together. 3 medals so far. And a 5th last week in Brazil. Quite a few nations making their way all the way from Brazil last week. Itapema over to China this week, over 40 hours of traveling. But the winner of this game will play Australia, who were just in fine form against one of the best teams in the world at the moment, Brazil's Anna, Patricia and Rebecca. As we meet the referees for this semi-final. Liu Hongyu will be on the stands. And on the sand, Jonathan Lampert. 2 very experienced referees. Well, we've met them. Now it's time to meet the players. And there are some players in beach volleyball that do not need much introducing. And these 4, all very, very good players. Agatha is the first player to make her way into the arena. 35 years old now, resides in Rio de Janeiro, and her partner, well, she's won the lot really at such a young age, still just 20 years old, but multiple age group world champion, youth Olympic champion as well, Duda. But legends in the game do not come any bigger than this. Walsh Jennings makes her way out to the stadium court here, 3-time Olympic gold medalist. And her new partner, Brooke Sweat, 33 years old now, from Florida. Has been playing on the World Tour for 9 seasons. Partnered the likes of Jennifer Fopma, Lauren Fendrick. And now she's teaming up with one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time, Walsh Jennings. Best of 3 sets. First 2 sets are raced to 21, the third are raced to 15. The American team are just improving all the time. After a 17th in Las Vegas, they've not been outside the top 10. Walsh Jennings getting underway for a team that haven't been beaten this week. Wins against Japan, Switzerland, Australia. The team that have already reached the final, Clancy Artacho. They've beaten reigning Olympic champion Laura Lidvik and her new partner Maggie Kuzuk. And also the United States' Kelly Price and sponsor, but Walsh Jennings off to a flyer. 40 years old now, but a role model for so many. Jumps back into the angle, makes a block. Good serving from Brooke Sweat. Almost an ace as well, out of system. Good look at the court, but no joy this time. Duda now set. Sorry, Duda from the right side. Goes hard and heavy through the hands this time. Serve is just long. Agatha and Duda. Well, they won the FIVB World Tour Finals last year in Hamburg, and with the World Championships coming our way just next month, they'll be hoping to do the same again. Great chase from Brooke Sweat. That's what she'll do all day long, is make copious amounts of defensive play. And Kerry Walsh, again, just giving everything out there. But Brooke Sweat just so quick across the sand. Service pressure from Brazil, strong. From the right side, Walsh Jennings just chips away, scores again. Fast start. Brooke Sweat started playing all the way back in 2007, but another point for Brazil was the first change of ends comes our way. Long way to go in this one yet. Second game of 6 here from the FIVB Beach Volleyball 4 start. Agatha to serve. Most inspirational player on the FIVB World Tour in 2018. Sweat goes to the line, it's been spotted. On 2 now, Walsh Jennings starts to bring a little bit of fire, trying to counter-attack as quick as possible. Sweat getting Walsh Jennings on the net as quickly as possible. Lots of chat from the Brazilians. Again, they go on 2. Brooke Sweat trying to initiate the play. Get Kerry Walsh Jennings on the net as quickly as possible. Listen to this as some of the awards. AVP Best Defensive Player in 2008, 2003 as well, but FIVB Best Blocker 7 times. Best Hitter 5 times. Defensive Player twice. So many more awards on top of that for Walsh Jennings. She's won a lot. Going to the line is Duda, who just goes wrist away, working it very well. Ace as well from Duda. What a start from the FIVB Best Hitter in 2018, Best Offensive Player as well. Duda bringing some serious steel from behind the baseline. Chipping high as Walsh Jennings needed that side out the USA. Duda crunches that one to the line as well. 8 World Championships at age group level. That's some effort from Duda. She's won with the likes of Anna Patricia, Agatha, Elisa Maya. in different events throughout her early career, but the present and future of Brazilian beach volleyball for sure. Brooke Sweat just gets set slightly tight, so she can't go over the block, so she has to try and work her way through. There's a little bit of space outside the left hand. That'll do. Walsh Jennings goes long. Such a partnership with Misty May trainer. And this week, Kerry Walsh has won her 700th World Tour match. That's some record from Kerry Walsh Jennings as USA score again. Walsh Jennings has a record of 700 wins and 122 losses. That's a win rate of 85.2%. Only 3 other players on the women's side have won over 700. That's back to the line, nice play. Have won over 700 matches. That's Larissa Franca, who's currently the leading medalist in World Tour history. 798 wins, a win percentage of 84.4. Talita and Jinjiang as well. And Juliana, so the first non-Brazilian female to win over 700 World Tour matches. She goes on 2, she fades away, it's good, it's accurate, placement is great. But although the Brazilians have the most wins, it's Misty May Trenner who has the best winning percentage of all time, 86.3%. Only 86 losses, 543 wins for this. Fascinating. Great serve from Duda, chipping over the top of the block. The side-out play so far from the USA has been on point. Good look at the court from Walsh Jennings. Sees the hands, goes over the top. So again, serving well. Agatha from the left side goes through the hands. Walsh Jennings trying to make that read as we go to the technical timeout. That's gone very quickly. Very, very quick. Only 1 point in it. This could go either way. We knew in this Final Four that we were in for some high-level volleyball, but we have been treated immensely. The winner of this one will play the Australians for gold. They've really set this competition alight in the previous game against Anna Patricia Rebecca. Australians 11-3 down in the second set, ended up walking away with it. Brooke Sweat chips short line, opportunity for Brazil from the center. A good look at the court from Agatha. She tries to turn it back, but she misses by a whisker. Walsh Jennings again, serving on sharp angles across Agatha. Does well to kick out. That's a wonderful shot. Might not be the hardest swing that we see, but she's quite straight on. She's off the net, so to almost work that back, just tweaks it. Sees the defense. On 2 again, Brooke Sweat passing well. Off the net spiking from Duda. She goes for the high roller. Kerry Walsh looking to speed the game up here, trying to move the block defense, but she just misses out on the party. Some force from Duda, but the passing from Brooke Sweat off such a thunderous serve. Much to be admired from everyone out there. The level's incredible. Brooke Sweat, quick feet, goes to the line. Duda's hammering that ball. Brooke Sweat just stays calm, stays relaxed in the shoulders, pops it into a great, great spot. Duda sees Brooke Sweat parked sharp on the angle. Passing again into a good area. Brooke Sweat's passing very nicely. Tight, there's a bit of a joust on at the net. Second opportunity for Sweat from the left side. She cannons through to the line, but Agatha just sees the court, but she doesn't see the hands of Walsh Jennings. Ready to pounce at any opportunity. Passing from very deep, Agatha. Late blocking again from Walsh Jennings, second time. Duda just slots the ball away with a high, smooth and accurate swing. This is a tussle, but it's Brazil versus the USA. What do you expect? Change of ends, service error. Maybe a slight loss of rhythm, concentration from Duda. Duda has won 6 from 11 age group events at junior level. Brooke Sweat goes back to the line. It's an incredible record. It really is. Astonishing, really. Top rookie on the FIVB World Tour in 2016. The most outstanding 2 years later. Brooke Sweat fires wide. First made a main draw in the AVP in 2009. AVP going strong in the USA alongside P1440 run by Kerry Walsh Jennings. It's very tight. There's a net touch against Duda here. Duda is not happy with that decision. Walsh Jennings completely happy. Certainly a net touch there somewhere. Dynamic from Agatha, really dynamic. At crunch time as well, you can see how much she uses her arms at the bottom of her approach. Both pull back to get maximum height. Duda, perfect passing again, the 2 balls coming, but it's been well seen from Duda. Touch off the block from Agatha as well. The tomahawk defense, sneaky from Walsh Jennings and Brooke Sweat. 2-point game now. A little bit of breathing space, and if the USA do qualify for the final, they'll feel confident after beating the Australians in pool play earlier on this week. Agatha, another look at the court, sees the opportunity. Walsh Jennings breaks on the soft shot. It was the soft shot as well. Whether Agatha saw the break or not, you'll have to ask her yourself, but good play all round. Agatha to serve and run in, but it's a miss serve. One that she punishes herself for, she really does. Now Walsh Jennings has to serve. She goes deep to buy herself some time to get in and block. Decides to stay, not to break. In or out? Out from the line judge, in from the referee. Walsh Jennings arguing the decision as well. Game of inches. Nothing between the two teams. They still need to find a block defense or an ace here, Brazil. Very tight to the net. Brooke Sweat putting it into a good spot. Good blocking from Agatha. Delays her timing for the shot, but second time of asking Walsh Jennings. Goes deep to the corner. Is prosperous with that swing. First set points to the USA. Pass into a good zone from Duda. She unleashes to the line. First one saved from Brazil, but there's still some work to be done. Walsh Jennings goes back to just clean the glasses. Second opportunity for the USA to put this set to bed. Passing in system from Walsh Jennings. How many times has she been in this situation? Experience, cool and calm, passing fine. Puts the ball away and the USA take the first set, 21-19. Walsh Jennings settles the angle a little bit before shooting to the line. Good game, this one. Brooke Sweat and Kerry Walsh Jennings are improving quick, and the rest of the world need to watch out. Well, there's confirmation from the opening set. The USA have beaten Brazil. But there's still life left in this one. No two ways about it. Sweat to get us underway. Back set moving Kerry Walsh Jennings around. It's really well broken. Good hands as well in defense. Outstanding. Being able to move across the net and then break quickly. Keep that ball alive. Brazil, 2 teams in the final 4. May have 0 in the final. Chipping line. Seen again from Brooke Sweat. It was a late dive into the angle and the block of Walsh Jennings. They're making plays left, right, and centre here. They've started exactly as they left off. Agatha looks at the court, rolls the line. They already need to dig deep. Brazil. Walsh, Jennings on absolute fire. But that's credit to the pass. Brooke Sweat just creating a really nice platform. It's slow enough so Jennings can get her timing off of it. 3-1 is the lead. Good from Brazil again, slightly inside, long, square onto the net. Agatha, so you're really going to drive through that ball to the seam or the line. Just like in the previous game, Brazil is starting to falter. Better on to Duda from the right, takes on Brooke Sweat and succeeds. Remember last week, the World Tour was Brazil's home sand, as we have a replay at that one. Accurate, busty swing. No Brazilians made the Final Four last week in Brazil, but 4 teams in the men and women this week. Men's also improving quickly. Working wrist away there, Brooke Sweat. One of the most important skills in beach volleyball is to work the wrist away from the ball. The most natural arm swing is to go the other way, through the ball, through your body. Brooke Sweat again. Agatha from the left. It's a better approach this time. Precision, so good from Agatha. So square on, so it looks as if she's going to go to the line, but she's got multiple shots down that avenue. Everything that Brooke Sweat puts in is aggressive passing, trying to get Kerry Walsh-Jennings at the net early. The 2-ball is something that all the big teams are using. Gone are the days of just 3-touch volleyball all the time. The progression in this game is scary. Physicality, the skill set. Walsh-Jennings. 3 times already in this set she's broken, she's made a play defensively, showing how agile she is, but the second time Duda, cannon. Absolute cannon. Short on Kerry Walsh-Jennings, trying to take the physical aspect away from her, and they do so very well. Good work from Brazil. Once a player passes short, it's very difficult to backtrack to get the approach and keep the ball in front of you. Walsh-Jennings had to resort to shooting the ball. Same play again on Walsh-Jennings. They're leaving Brooke Sweat alone for the time being. Wrist away again. It's a great swing from Kerry Walsh-Jennings because the defender has to sit on the power line, really. And then to work the wrist away means the ball is always moving away from the defender. To the line again from Brooke Sweat. Agatha straight into the hands, but Duda. Sublime cover. Another opportunity. Looking to go on 2. Brooke Sweat puts it in the slot, but Walsh-Jennings goes to the line. Duda makes the play, but Brazil cannot keep that ball alive. Timeout from Brazil. Only 2 teams per nation can qualify for the Olympic Games next year in Tokyo. The USA and Brazil multiple teams of the potential. But only 2 will make it, and this result will be important for both sides. Scoring world ranking points. Sweat at full stretch. Can she put it away? Yes, she can. Impressive from Brooke Sweat. She's low, she's still, but then she just releases when she sees this from Agatha. It's a softer shot, full stretch, one arm, plucks it, and then is agile enough to get after it to the line. Flying here, the Americans. Looking as if they have 1 foot in the final already. Tight passing, Walsh Jennings will be all over this. Yes, she is. Second opportunity. Left side from Duda. That's sharp, it's audacious, but it's quite beautiful as well. Again, going wrist away. No defending that from Agatha and Duda. Duda to serve. Fortunate that one just drops inside the hitting window. Duda the service target. Walsh Jennings charging in. Duda really could play either side with the way she approaches to the ball. Walsh Jennings goes wrist away again. Right here, says Brooke Sweat. No block, breaking away is Agatha. Now they've earned an opportunity. Brazil taking it. Game on again. We are being treated here. Breaks late. Kerry Walsh Jennings stepping around on the sharp one, Brooke Sweat. Short on Walsh Jennings again. Wow. The awareness from Walsh Jennings there. Incredible. Square on. Let's try and really just fist that one to the sideline. Back to Agatha after Duda sided out previously. Just chipping over the hands. Better this from Brazil. Back in system. In system is when the ball is passed near enough to the center of the court. Depends what sort of system you're running, but somewhere towards the front of the court and the center. Technical timeout has arrived. Just see Kerry Walsh Jennings always giving in every aspect. Just tweaks that one back to the sideline. On to Scorcher from Duda. That's really not easy. To be able to track the ball from behind her body, to turn and play that one, not easy to track. I guess you don't win the FIVB World Tour's most outstanding player for not producing the outstanding. Agatha into the net. 3-point game again here. On 2 again, Duda. Brooke Sweat just patrolling the center of the court here. She's ready for that 2 ball, or she's already stepping around maybe to defend the cross court. If Agatha was to spike, chase is on for Agatha. Duda at full stretch. On 2, Walsh Jennings, no. Another opportunity, Agatha goes to the line and just. Never say die attitude from Brazil here. Bodies on the floor multiple times. Fortunately, all points are exactly the same currency, so you can win a mega point like the previous play and then serve out. All the same currency. On 2, Duda rips again. Walsh Jennings couldn't even get to the net that time, serving, running through. Duda is taking matters into her own hands here. Tight from Walsh Jennings, bump cutty as well. Free ball, chance from Duda from the left side. Chips line, Brazil are on a hot streak. A hot, hot streak. Close, but long. Good eyes from the USA. Brooke Sweat serving. Late timing in the block from Walsh Jennings. Going to hit a Hollywood shot from Brooke Sweat, but the Olympian from Rio 2016 just not being able to produce on that occasion. Producing in the past, that's not easy, falling to the left-hand side. Agatha retreating, Duda again on the chase. The level just keeps getting better. Cat and mouse stuff. Agatha breaks. Brooke Sweat sees it, so tries to get her on the way back. Two ball again. How many times from Brazil? Agatha maybe not feeling so confident in her own side out, so she's just popping Duda on 2 every single time, no matter where the Americans serve to try and stop it. Overpass from Walsh Jennings on 2 again. Duda says good pass. Brazil take the lead here. Duda has scored maybe the last 5 in a row just by popping up on 2, putting the ball away. Agatha serving after Walsh Jennings again, staying away from Brooke Sweat at the moment. To the line, Agatha's so good at breaking and using the high hands, transitioning. Brazil are finding rhythm. They're finding a little bit of guile. Agatha scores. Timeout, the USA. Duda and Agatha have made their way back into this. Much the good passing and the hitting on two skills of Duda. Change of ends. Errors creeping in from the USA. We could be going to a third and final set here. Serving short again on Walsh Jennings. She goes to the line. Not easy for Walsh Jennings, as we've said before, to try and make an approach, stay behind the ball and still be able to work the arm all the way through. Still 2 points in it. Brazil still favourites to take this to a tiebreak. Agatha has a look at the court, then she looks to try and take on Walsh Jennings. Walsh Jennings wins the battle, but Brazil win the war. Third from Brazil as they bring up set point. Very likely we are going to a third. Walsh Jennings out of system. She has to kick out to try and still have angles in her approach. She does go angle. It's huge from Kerry Walsh Jennings. I'm sure many of her fans will be watching from the USA, family as well. Husband Case Jennings, a very good international volleyball player as well. It's Walsh Jennings with the ace. Under pressure. Experience. Tags the baseline when the USA need it the most. Duda, the inside, it's a back set moving. Walsh Jennings around. Brooke Sweat just pops to the left, makes the dig. Chance in transition, goes for the cut shot, but Duda reads it so early. Opportunity to put this one to bed. Taken from Brazil. We go to a third. This game is on fire. Sweat with the opportunity, goes for precision over power. Duda sees it so early. Makes the read, makes the play. We go to 3. So confirmation of the second set, 21-19 to Brazil. After losing the first 21-19, just shows not much between these two. Back onto Duda. It's made a big difference that within this game. The context of the game has been switched since Duda has decided to go on 2 more. But the USA get their first point on the board. Agatha gets an audacious angle. Much wider approach. She's coming in on a much bigger angle than we've seen before. Serves will be crucial within this final set. Have to make them count. Walsh, Jennings. Almost makes the read there on Duda. Duda approaching on an angle. Power line is facing that way. It's a good line, good penetration at the net as well. When we look at the World Tour history, Larissa Franca is on 62 golds. The top 4 players of all time are all Brazilian on the World Tour. Larissa, Juliana, Shelda, Adriana, some great names there. And then you have Carrie Walsh, Jennings, Misty May Trainer after that. Then when you look at the Olympics, it's the other way around. The Americans have been far more successful in the Olympic Games. But Brazil on the World Tour. For 3, teams changing every 5. Difficult for both sides here to try and put the other team under pressure while trying not to miss the serve, but 2 missed serves in a row, slightly sloppy. Brooke Sweat, what can she do? Surely just have to try and make the Brazilians play here. Straight passing in system, perfect work from Duda, just slower speed of the arm, working off the hands of Carrie Walsh, Jennings. Little steps across the net to make a line. No block this time though. Slightly out of system, but great setting. Walsh, Jennings having to get her skates on there, accelerate quickly. But she puts Brooke Sweat in and Sweat does the rest. Walsh, Jennings serving cross court. She has to be quick to get in here as it's a long distance serving across the court. They look to go off the hands again. 2 in a row. Duda winning this battle between herself and Walsh, Jennings at the net. Off the outside hand. Passing perfectly again, Brooke Sweat chipping to the line. Duda makes the dig. No way, Brazil. Somehow, narrowest of margins, they keep that alive. Second time of asking, Walsh, Jennings. Feasting. Lines open. Agatha trying to get Duda on, but risky, and it's too tight. Brooke Sweat again making the read on the turn. Walsh, Jennings goes long. 7-7. Nothing between these 2 teams throughout the opening 2.5 sets. What's the last half a set got to give us? Something's got to give. Duda having a fine game. Good from Brooke Sweat. She just turns it back line. Doesn't show it until the very last second. Just guides it to the back corner. Brazil have dug a lot, but not this one. Duda sweeps around on the cut shot. Kerry Walsh Jennings with a cheeky ace, serving flat, fast off the net band. Agatha again from the inside. Back set, breaking angle, but it's well seen. Brooke Sweat just sits on a really, really tight bit of defense, looking for the decision. Kerry Walsh Jennings. Brooke Sweat's positioning here, outstanding. She sits in the seam because she feels as if Agatha can't come back to the line there. So she doesn't necessarily have to take the line. It's not that the blocker has to take one or the other. It's just making the read that's key. And Agatha was approaching on such an angle. She wasn't going to come back to the line. So we have a look at a couple of highlights. The USA coming good at the right time. Walsh Jennings on a fine run of form to take the USA away in this one. Duda, seen from Brooke Sweat. No way, Walsh Jennings on the run here. Some chase. Similar to the first set, whatever Brazil throw at the USA, they're just getting a touch on everything. Back set, no one is the call, no blockers at the net, no one's home. Walsh Jennings takes the USA closer to a gold medal match against Australia later on today. Duda from the center, staying at the net, trying to work a really, really tough shot back on the short line. Change of ends, 12-8, 3 more will do it. This would be Walsh Jennings' 701 career win on the FIVB World Tour. Defense from Sweat. Whenever Walsh Jennings doesn't grab in the block, Sweat is just getting after it in defense. Starting very central, making late moves, the Americans. It's a late move into the angle from Brooke Sweat. Trying not to show their hands to the Brazilians. Quick plays, Sweat seen. Duda just takes a step into the seam. Chance to bring it back to 2. Okay. Game on. Passing again from Brooke Sweat. She's had a fine game, but the chip short seen. Kerry Walsh Jennings manages to just get the tomahawk defense on it. Both teams refusing to give in, refusing to give up. But the USA, 2 needed now. 2, Duda with a clear road ahead. Walsh Jennings having to serve and get into block. The 2 ball's a great decision. Some swing. 2-point game. Ace or a block defense needed desperately for Brazil. Brooke Sweat can't put the ball away. Back to 1 at the change. Interesting moments here. You'd think that Brooke Sweat would have the ball served at her yet again now. Agatha serving straight down the line. It's going to be tough to get the 2 ball in from the inside, but she's trying all the time. Brooke Sweat from the inside. Goes back to the line. Kerry Walsh Jennings going absolutely crazy for that one. Because it brings up match point for the USA. From the inside to stay in the game, Duda clips Tate at the tightest of times. Second match point for the USA. Duda fires long. The USA will meet Australia for gold later on here in Jinjiang, China. A performance to be proud of as Kerry Walsh Jennings and Brooke Sweat look for their first gold medal as a team. Kerry Walsh Jennings looking for her 56th gold medal on the World Tour as well. It was close every set by the narrowest of margins. But joy for the USA. They're playing for their first win as a pair in a tough game. Walsh Jennings, as usual. Appreciation for everyone involved in the sport. Three-time Olympic gold medalist, the bronze in Rio. Could she again be on the podium in Tokyo? It would be incredible, wouldn't it? A legend of the game. And there's confirmation. Brooke Sweat, Kerry Walsh Jennings. Every set as tight as they come. 15-13 in the tiebreaker. The USA will be playing for gold. So we look to go down court side to hear from our winners. Brooke Sweat looks ready. Kerry Walsh Jennings is just arriving as well.
Congratulations, ladies. How are you feeling to get to the final?
So amazingly happy and satisfied and excited. We've had to play great teams all week, and they've been battles, you know, and we haven't played Brazil in a long time. So to play them and to play one of their best teams is incredible, and to go to the finals here in China, we're right on time.
And tell me a little bit more about the match, Brooke, against the Brazilians.
It was a battle all the way through. I thought we played pretty steady except for just a few runs in the middle. Brazil put the pressure on us, but I'm proud of how we fought and stuck together and made the plays we needed to make to win this and move to the finals.
And how are you feeling about this afternoon and playing here in China?
So excited. You know, I was hoping we get a rematch of the Aussies. The series is tied 1-1 this year, and I want us to take the lead, but it's amazing to put ourselves in a position to win. You know, we want to qualify for Tokyo. Every time we can make it to the final day is huge. Every time we can make it to the final match is huge. So we're going to give it our all, have so much fun, and hopefully bring the gold home for America.
Thanks very much. Well done.
Thank you.
Just to confirm, number 1, Kerry Walsh Jennings, number 2, Brooke Sweat, and a very happy team as you can see. They're tied at 1-1 in the head-to-head battles. Who will go in front and take the gold later on? We'll have to wait and see. Australia v the USA will be our gold medal match from Jinjiang as we have a look at some highlights, hopefully coming our way of what was a game to remember. Well, some great shots of a fantastic game, but the USA will go through to the gold medal later on today, or to play for the gold medal against Australia. Be Brazil versus Brazil for bronze, but from us for the time being, from Jinjiang in China, it's goodbye, and make sure you come back to us a little bit later on. But bye-bye for now.